Dear Taurus, have you ever felt a subtle instability disrupting the peace you cherish? A gaze that feels both familiar and unsettling, sending a tremor through your foundation. This is a gentle reminder from your soul that your instinct for what's real and stable is always on point. Today, we will uncover a hidden truth about someone in your life. An underminer, perhaps a family member or a neighbor. We'll explore how karma will play its hand, revealing not through chaos, but through clarity and solid ground. This journey will delve deep into the essence of your strength, where truth about lasting value emerges, healing occurs, and your destiny is fortified. It all begins with the sacred gift you possess, your grounded instinct. Let's embark on this exploration together, Taurus. First and foremost, I want you to listen with your grounded heart, not just your mind. Your instinct for authenticity is not a mere coincidence. It's an earthly endowment, a beautiful stability bestowed upon you long before you took your first breath. Have you ever known something definitively, not because someone whispered it to you, but because you sensed a lack of substance, a subtle instability in the air? This isn't just a gut feeling. It's the voice of your soul, a silent language of tangible truth, reserved for those who truly connect with reality. Throughout my journey with steadfast souls, I've realized that no other zodiac sign embodies stability and the recognition of true worth as profoundly as you do, Taurus. You don't guess, you simply know what's real and reliable. This knowing transcends logic and reasoning, touching the very core of your being. Yet despite this incredible gift, you may often find yourself misunderstood. Perhaps you've heard comments like, "Why are you so stubborn?" Or, "Stop being so materialistic. You're too focused on the tangible." The truth is, you're not obstinate. You're merely attuned to frequencies of authenticity and value that others are not ready to acknowledge. When you warned a family member about a shaky investment, or expressed discomfort about a friend's superficial behavior, did they brush you off? Did they laugh, leaving you feeling like your practical wisdom was dismissed? Remember, even when you don't speak, the universe is listening. And now, it's beginning to validate your assessments. The steady light within you is radiant. The clearer it shines, the more it may attract shadows of instability, not because you are weak, but because light naturally reveals what lacks substance. Whenever you enter a space, your stable energy illuminates what is false, exposing shallow secrets, and making those who feign authenticity feel uneasy. This is not your fault. It is simply the nature of your being. Reflect for a moment on the last time you felt someone wasn't being genuine or solid with you. Was it the way they looked at you, the tone in their voice, or the wall of emptiness that seemed to rise between you? I invite you to share your experiences in the comments below, not just for your own voice to be heard, but to help fellow Taurians find validation too. Your words can light the path for others navigating their own search for solid ground. You feel deeply because your heart embodies loyalty and steadfastness. In life's philosophy, loyalty isn't merely sentiment. It's the ability to perceive and protect true value, even in silence. You've possessed this gift since the beginning, yet sometimes you forget to extend that loyalty to yourself. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your feelings about what feels right or secure, nor do you need to prove your insights. Just trust in your instinct for true worth. It is a protective force meant to guide you. If you feel drained from being misunderstood, or surrounded by those whose eyes glimmer with envy towards your peace or stability, take heart. What you've sensed, the lack of substance, The hidden instability is about to be unveiled. Those who once dismissed your caution will soon confront the truths you've always known. Remember, stability always prevails, and truth reveals itself in due time. By holding on to your values and refusing to let bitterness take root in your heart, you not only heal yourself, but also become an unintentional teacher to those who sought to destabilize you. Keep walking with that true heart, Taurus, as we now uncover the identity of this underminer and why they have targeted you. Some truths are not spoken, they are felt. Certain individuals enter your life with warm smiles and kind gestures, perhaps labeled as aunt, sister, or friend, yet their eyes may betray a sense of envy or judgment, as if your stability or possessions are undeserved. This isn't a reflection of your value, but rather a manifestation of their inner turmoil and lack. In astrology, your energy is governed by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, value, and harmony, but also potentially superficiality or possessiveness. Your nature, valuing authenticity, allows you to see others through a lens of sincerity, which can sometimes blind you to their true intentions, especially if they covet what you possess or the peace you embody. Not everyone who approaches you comes with genuine affection. Some may seek to drain your resources or undermine your peace. Let me clarify. An underminer isn't merely someone overtly negative. They can be someone who calls you dear, a familiar face at your dinner table, or someone who gifts you lovely tokens. Yet beneath that facade lies envy, cloaked in subtlety, undermining words, judgmental glances, and whispers that sow doubt about your worth, your security, or your judgment. The Five of Pentacles often signifies feelings of lack, insecurity, or exclusion. In your vicinity, this energy might manifest as someone who, feeling their own lack, projects negativity onto your abundance or stability. Their insecurity can make you feel small, question your blessings, or doubt your security. However, it's important to remember that such individuals are not truly powerful. They reflect their own deficiencies by attempting to dim your steady light. As a Taurus, you understand this on a profound level. Your grounded existence can evoke irritation in others, not because you've done anything wrong, but because you remind them of the stability, patience, and tangible goodness they struggle to attain. Instead of learning from your example of steadfastness, they may choose to lash out, whether through words or negative energy. From a karmic perspective, these individuals are not inherently evil. They are simply souls yet to learn the vital lesson that one cannot steal another's inner peace or true worth. They operate from a place of fear, lack, and unhealed wounds, unaware of the damage they inflict by trying to destabilize others. The most heartbreaking aspect is that they may believe they are enacting some form of justice against you, perhaps feeling entitled to what you have built, even for offenses you never committed. When you grasp this, you'll find it difficult to harbor resentment. Instead, you'll feel a deep sense of pity, a wearisome yet awakening realization that those who envy your stability are trapped in their own insecurity. Sometimes, these individuals reappear in various forms, with different faces and voices, yet the same destabilizing energy. This is your soul's way of teaching you to recognize, confront, and heal old patterns related to security, trust, and self-worth. Not everyone who claims loyalty truly embodies it, and not everyone you are loyal to is meant to stay in your life forever. Have you ever felt that someone close to you, who once offered support, ultimately wanted to keep you dependent, doubting your capabilities, or questioning your sense of security. If you've felt that chill in your gut, recalling such moments, I encourage you to write it down. This is a safe space. No judgment here. Many other Taurus souls are here to resonate with your experience, to understand, and to ensure you don't feel alone on your journey of reinforcing your foundation. You don't need to name them or share every detail. Just acknowledge that part of your grounded instinct has known for a long time. That voice is your inner compass, the timeless wisdom about value you've carried through lifetimes. In my childhood, I encountered a relative who always wore a sweet smile and showered me with gifts. Yet, after her visits, I noticed my mother would become anxious, and arguments about finances or future security would erupt between my parents. At the time, I didn't understand why, but as I grew older, I realized that some people come into our lives not to bring harmony, but to sow discord or instability. This is the most dangerous type of underminer, the emotional or financial destabilizer. And here's the truth: those who manipulate or undermine will eventually reap what they sow. Not because you seek revenge, but because the universe operates on balance and fairness. Anything that lacks authenticity or seeks to destabilize will ultimately return to its source as a lesson. Karma is not punishment. It's an invitation for the soul to learn and find true, lasting stability. If you've been hurt or undermined, you don't need to raise your voice in anger. Just continue living with integrity, choose stability, and walk the path of building genuine value. That alone is enough. Your steadfastness is what disturbs them, not because it attacks, but because it forces them to confront their own lack of foundation. If they aren't ready to build their own, they may resent you for making them look in the mirror. Remember, you don't need to do anything but remain true to yourself. The steady yet gentle spirit, the quiet but deeply perceptive soul about true worth, the one who believes in tangible goodness and enduring value despite the world's challenges. Your authenticity is what shields you from lasting harm. Have you ever pondered why, despite living honestly, working diligently, and harming no one, you still experience pain from undermining forces or betrayals? Perhaps you've asked this question during sleepless nights or after a conversation that left you feeling devalued. If you carry this question in your heart, I invite you to sit quietly and listen. It may not erase your pain, but it will deepen your understanding of the path you walk. This is the law of cause and effect. According to many philosophies, including Buddhist teachings, no one escapes the consequences of their actions. Karma is not a divine punishment, but rather a mirror reflecting what we project into the world. Through thoughts, words, and deeds, especially those related to value and stability. The beauty of karma is that it doesn't seek revenge, it seeks to teach balance. Those who have wronged you may not face immediate external consequences. They might not encounter financial hardship or public punishment. However, sometimes karma manifests not in external events, but as an internal emptiness, isolation, and an inability to find genuine security or enjoy the simple, beautiful things in life, a coldness in their own hearts. I have witnessed many souls who manipulated, belittled, and undermined others ultimately find themselves alone, without trust or genuine connection, unable to build anything lasting or find real peace. Their hearts become barren, unable to experience joy in authentic value. At that moment, the steady light within you, the stability they once envied, becomes their greatest anguish. Not because you did anything to them, but because they are forced to confront the solid foundation they lack. Your continued integrity, your unwavering commitment to building value, serves as the gentlest yet most profound form of justice against those who wish to see you falter. This is not revenge, it is cosmic balance. I understand that you may have questioned, why me? Why do those who act wrongly seem to thrive while I suffer? But remember, your pain is not in vain. It nourishes your character, nurtures your loyalty, teaching you where to place it, and strengthens your resilience. In Buddhism, when someone hurts you, they send you a lesson, prompting you to turn inward and cultivate wisdom. Wisdom about true worth, about boundaries, about where to invest your loyalty. Responding with hatred traps you in their cycle of lack. Choosing forgiveness, which means letting go for your own peace, allows you to break free and continue your soul's evolution toward greater stability. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or condoning. It's about releasing the illusion that you need their apology or validation to feel secure and whole. When you choose peace over anger, stability over chaos, you not only liberate yourself, but also illuminate the path for others seeking solid ground. Have you ever forgiven someone by letting go of the need for them to change? Did they change? Perhaps not. But did you feel lighter, more grounded afterward? Share your experiences below. Your story might inspire someone else to regain faith in their own strength and values. The essence of karma is that no one can escape it, but no one is doomed to suffer forever. Every moment you choose integrity, build value, and act from a place of authentic self-worth transforms karma. And when you maintain kindness, even if it's just quiet withdrawal amidst pain, you shine brightly in the eyes of the universe. I recall a woman who confided in me about her sibling, who had betrayed her deeply financially and emotionally. Initially, she desired confrontation, but ultimately, she chose silence, focusing on rebuilding her own life and caring for their elderly parent with quiet dignity. Years later, her sibling found themselves in a materially comfortable situation, yet lonely and desolate, crying not from external pain, but from the realization of the emptiness created by their own choices. The stable light within you is a miracle, but its true power emerges when you learn to protect it, to protect your peace, your resources, your sense of self-worth. Let's explore how to maintain your light without allowing it to be extinguished or exploited by those who dwell in instability. How often have you remained silent, not out of ignorance, but because you feared your direct words about value or stability would be misunderstood as stubbornness or materialism? How many times have you stepped away from toxic relationships, not because your loyalty faded, but because you understood that true connection doesn't require sacrificing your core values or sense of security? In psychology, there's a concept known as protecting personal energy and resources. For you, Taurus, this isn't about erecting cold walls. It's an art form, how to keep your loyal heart soft while safeguarding it and your hard-earned peace from harm and exploitation. You are steadfast and reliable, often prioritizing the comfort and stability of those you care about over your own immediate needs. This is why you're vulnerable to those who don't appreciate your consistency or mistake your patience for weakness. At some point, you'll realize that failing to say no to misplaced loyalty or demands that drain your resources allows old wounds related to betrayal or instability to resurface. You don't have to harden yourself. Instead, learn to differentiate between genuine loyalty and guilt imposed upon you. Helping someone find their footing is different from being dragged into their chaos. When you choose the path of building your own stable life, you're not doing anything wrong. You have the right to decline invitations or demands that don't serve your well-being or align with your values. You have the right to prioritize your need for peace and security without guilt. This isn't selfishness, it's wisdom. One of the most powerful ways to protect yourself is through transformation, turning pain into creating something beautiful or useful, anger into focused, productive work, and wounds into acts of selective, discerning kindness. No one channels difficulty into tangible creation better than you, Taurus. Each time you return to yourself, whether by journaling instead of arguing, meditating on gratitude for what you do have instead of retaliating, or walking in nature and tending your garden instead of sending an angry message, you cast a spell of transformation. This is your gentle declaration. I don't harbor ill will, but I choose peace, stability, and beauty for myself. You don't need to shout to assert your truth. Simply continue living with integrity and building your life on solid ground. The universe, along with karma, is observing. One day, they'll recognize that you've risen above the destabilizing energies that once sought to hold you captive. The most beautiful aspect is that you don't have to carry resentment. Just hold on to the lesson about value and discernment and leave the rest to the universe. You don't attack or belittle anyone. You merely withdraw your precious energy and resources from where they are not valued or respected. Each time you choose self-respect and prioritize your stability over pleasing others at your own expense, you impart a profound karmic lesson. You teach that true loyalty cannot be forced, genuine value cannot be stolen, and steadfast kindness is not synonymous with submission. Are you learning to protect yourself more effectively? If so, what steps have you taken today to preserve your energy and peace? Have you declined an unhealthy invitation or unreasonable demand? Have you taken a moment to breathe, ground yourself, and connect with your inner sense of worth? If you have, share below. These small, consistent acts lay the foundation for lasting freedom and security. Remember, you don't need to be harsh. Just be clear and firm in your boundaries. Those who are genuine and respect your worth will remain, while those with hidden agendas or unstable energy will depart. This is the fair law of energy and value exchange. As a fixed earth sign, you embody the lessons of endurance, patience, and tangible value. This grants you an ancient soul, deeply connected to the rhythms of the earth, yet practical and grounded. Protecting yourself isn't about building impenetrable armor. It's about cultivating inner maturity and discernment. It's the maturity to say no to what doesn't align with your core values or contribute to your stability, to recognize when to withdraw your investment of time, energy, or loyalty, and to discern who truly deserves your steadfast heart. You don't need to do much to be loved. Just be your authentic self and let genuine, stable love find you. True love and connection don't bring anxiety, exhaustion, or confusion about where you stand. They bring peace, respect, reliability, and a sense of being wholly, securely yourself. When you can hold on to that light of inner stability, new doors will open, new journeys where you no longer struggle to protect yourself, but are uplifted by kindred souls who appreciate security. People who love you for who you are, who don't require your sacrifice to see your worth, and who understand that love is about presence, reliability, and mutual respect, not demands or instability. The stable light within you is a precious gift. Not everyone possesses it, and certainly not everyone deserves access to your peace and resources. Learn to be selective, not to judge, but to preserve your essence and protect your foundation. When you stop trying to shield yourself with stubbornness or anger, and instead embrace clarity, kindness rooted in self-worth, and healthy boundaries, you not only protect yourself, but also become a beacon of stability for others. This is the gateway that is beginning to open for you now. Grounded souls like you innately sense that truth isn't just a concept. It must be real, tangible, substantial. It can be obscured, distorted by sweet words, or seemingly harmless smiles that lack depth. But ultimately, true substance will shine through, and what is flimsy will collapse. You, dear Taurus, have known this for a long time. Today, I want to highlight a tarot card, the Hierophant. This card, representing tradition, established values, wisdom, and finding meaning through enduring structures and beliefs, resonates with your core. It whispers to you, trust your core values, your sense of what is right, true, and lasting. What lacks a genuine foundation or true worth will soon be unveiled. Have you ever sensed insincerity or a lack of substance in someone but lacked concrete proof? Have you distanced yourself from a relationship or situation because something felt off-kilter or not solid, despite others claiming you are being resistant, too practical, or unimaginative? You are not paranoid. You are tapping into the profound layers of your soul where logic fades, leaving only the vibration of authenticity and stability. I once met a Taurus woman who shared that she instinctively avoided a promising business partnership because something about the person didn't feel solid, even though everything looked good on paper. Later, she discovered that person was involved in unstable and dishonest practices. Had she ignored her gut feeling about stability, she might have found herself in a precarious situation. This isn't mere luck. It's the wisdom about tangible reality you carry. In Buddhism, there's a concept called right view, which means perceiving the truth as it is, free from illusion and emotional distortion, seeing what holds real, lasting value. Your deep sense of groundedness and instinct for authenticity is the key to achieving this right view. When you dare to trust your feelings about stability and value, even when others doubt you, you walk the path of truth. Truth requires no loud defense. It simply needs time and consistency to reveal itself. You only need to keep your heart pure and stay true to your values. There's no need to expose anyone or engage in arguments that drain your peace. Just stand firm in your integrity, and the light of enduring value will do the rest. When the truth emerges, like bedrock revealed after the soil erodes, you'll see that those who tried to undermine you are now confronting their own lack of foundation. Strangely, you won't feel triumph. Instead, you'll experience compassion, perhaps mixed with a sense of validation. You understand that those who sow instability are already suffering from a lack of inner peace and genuine security in their hearts. No punishment is more painful than living in isolation, confusion, and a lack of genuine connection or a stable foundation. I once observed someone who had built a facade of beauty and admiration, yet beneath that surface lay a web of insecurity and superficiality. Taurus, you know that nothing built on a false foundation can last forever. One day, the truth emerged, not through accusations, but because they simply ran out of energy to maintain the mask, and the flimsy structure collapsed. Have you ever witnessed the truth come to light, revealing someone's lack of substance or integrity even when you didn't lift a finger? If so, share your story below. Your experiences can help another Taurus regain trust in their own judgment and instinct, reminding them that they are not alone in discerning true value. Sometimes you might find yourself as the only one in the room who senses that something is off, that a promise lacks weight, or that a situation isn't truly secure. But believe me, you are not crazy. You are awakening to a deeper understanding of the tangible world around you. The universe has a way of ensuring that your steady light, combined with the truth of reality, creates a formidable force, not one for retaliation, but for rising above on solid ground. This is not about declaring who is right or wrong, but about your rebirth into purity of intent, trust in your own judgment, and profound inner peace. You are no longer the wounded soul questioning your worth. You are the one who has traversed the darkness of doubt, kept the light of true value alive, and emerged with a heart that knows how to love loyally and build enduringly. This gentle revenge, living well, authentically, peacefully, and without hatred, is the message the universe sends just for you, Taurus. Now is your moment to rise, not for vengeance, but for rebirth into your own sovereign stability. Rebirth does not mean changing who you are. It means living more truthfully and aligned with your core values than ever before. A Taurus who understands how to set healthy boundaries knows when to walk away from situations or people that devalue them, preserving their inner peace and stability even in the darkest of times. Rebirth is the realization that you no longer need validation from others to affirm your truth or your worth. You can walk free from resentment, no longer waiting for apologies or seeking confirmation from those who don't understand or appreciate true value. You have the clarity to know who and what deserves your loyalty and your heart's investment. You don't need to shrink yourself or lower your standards to fit into someone else's narrative. Instead, you choose to live deeply and freely, embracing your authentic need for security and beauty. Forgiveness is not about the other person deserving it. It's about you choosing peace and preserving your own energy. You let go, not because you are weak, but because you possess the strength to move forward without carrying the weight of past betrayals or instability. Taurus, you are no longer just the seeker of stability, you are the embodiment of it. If you feel a stirring within you, a sense of awakening to your own intrinsic worth, then congratulations. This is your moment of rebirth into peace, wholeness, and authentic, self-generated value. You don't need to shout your truth to be heard. Just continue living kindly, with integrity, building your beautiful, stable world, and the universe will bear witness to your transformation. In this new chapter, you will attract those who resonate with your calm, stable energy, kindred spirits who appreciate you for exactly who you are, who value reliability, and who don't require your sacrifice to see your immense worth. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who understand that love and loyalty are about presence, consistency, and mutual respect, not demands or drama. These connections will nurture your spirit and reinforce the steady light within you. As you navigate this journey, remember that your steadfastness is a gift. It allows you to form deep, reliable bonds, to offer unwavering support, and to be a rock for others when they need it most. Embrace your instinct for value and stability as your guiding star. Trust it, honor it, and let it lead you toward those who genuinely care for you and respect what you offer. Each step you take towards self-love, self-respect, and acceptance of your needs is a step toward healing, not just for yourself, but for those around you who witness your quiet strength. Your journey can inspire others to recognize their own light and embrace their authentic need for security and peace. So, dear Taurus, continue to shine your steady, grounding light. It is deeply needed in this world. Share your stories, your practical wisdom, and your loyal love, and watch as the universe aligns with your intentions, bringing forth the blessings of peace, security, and true connection that you so richly deserve. Remember, you are not alone on this path. The universe supports your quest for stability and authentic value, and every experience you encounter is a stepping stone toward your ultimate truth. As you rise, let go of any lingering doubts or fears about your worth or your judgment. Trust in your journey, trust in your steady light, and know that you are exactly where you need to be, standing on solid ground. Together, let's embrace this beautiful rebirth, celebrating the strength, resilience, and enduring value that defines your essence as a Taurus. Your story is unfolding, built on a foundation of truth, and the best is yet to come.